Have you ever had a moment in life where you find yourself wondering if the things you are doing will lead to something greater? This video is about how I asked myself this and other questions, and ultimately, life fired back with a resounding answer. I've been a YouTuber for almost 10 years. Those 10 years have been an amazing ride, not without flat tires and comment section trolls, but through all the ups and downs, I chased my creative vision relentlessly. I burned for it. I couldn't not create. Over the years, I've let that spark, that pull towards creativity, guide me towards things I was passionate about and stories I wanted to tell, no matter how tough or how scary. Then, last year, I came face to face with a new challenge. What do you do when it feels like the spark has gone out? I wasn't sure how it happened. I thought maybe the negative people and their criticism had finally got to me, like maybe I'd had one too many hateful comments or dislikes to enjoy doing what I did anymore. Or maybe after 10 years of being a video creator, I was just ready to move on to other things. I didn't want those things to be true, but ultimately, even though I didn't know why, I had to face the facts. I didn't get the same joy out of making videos that I used to feel, whether or not people liked them. Whatever fire that burned in me and guided me to create had slipped away like smoke. I tried different things to reignite it, but nothing really worked. Several times I seriously considered selling my camera gear and retiring the YouTube channel for good. Then August 2018 came, and with it, the answer to my questions. Have you ever had a moment where the clouds seem to part and all the dots suddenly connect? That's what happened to me right at the end of the month. My fire was rekindled by a lightning strike. That's what it felt like, seeing all the dots connect right in front of me. I leased a studio. That might not seem like a big deal at face value, but let me explain. I'd been toying for years with the idea of having a separate space outside of the home for my creative work. Ever since we moved into this house, I've worked out of a spare room, most recently, this bedroom. It's worked okay, and I've made memories, but it is always cluttered with all my gear between projects, and there's absolutely no room to grow. I've also had the suspicion that having a space that is truly my own would allow me to be creative in a way that I just can't working out of our basement bedroom. It's one thing to say, want to be on my podcast? You just have to come to my basement room to record. And totally another thing to say, want to be on my podcast? Come over to the set in my studio. But it couldn't be just any space. I wanted a place that was close to downtown Scottsbluff because I love living here and I think it's a really cool place with a lot going for it. And I wanted the studio I worked and created in to be close enough to showcase all the cool people and places around me. I wanted a building that had office space and workshop space with plenty of room to build and create. I wanted a space I could make my own. I didn't think a building existed that checked all those boxes, not one I could remotely afford anyway. Then that exact building basically fell right in my lap. The dots connected, everything lined up and fell into place, and in less than 48 hours, I went from not thinking about leasing a space at all to being handed the keys to my own studio. It was the trifecta: great building, great landlord, great price. What was a rundown oil storage warehouse looked like heaven to me the first time I walked into it. The thick oil smell from years of spills on the wood floor just smelled like potential to me. I knew this was the place. It needed TLC, but it was right outside downtown Scottsbluff and came with the stipulation that I could fix it up however I wanted. What do you do when you get an opportunity like that? You get to work. Within the first couple days, I was already going hard at it. The first weekend already brought about massive transformation, but I didn't accomplish all this by myself. I'm not alone. I have the best tribe in the world behind me. Without their help and support, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. I was and am determined not to waste a second of this new opportunity. As well as continuing my former creative work, I am launching a new vlog and, in the near future, a new podcast/web show. The Studio 202 vlog will kick off right away. You'll be able to watch the work we did to the studio from the very beginning and follow all the future updates and projects that I do here on a regular basis. I'm so excited to start releasing episodes. The new podcast and web show will follow in the near future. It's going to be a professionally produced show dedicated to bringing you interesting and inspiring content, often showcasing the stories of amazing people from right here in the Panhandle of Nebraska. Obviously, this is a big endeavor. I'd be lying if I said at times it doesn't scare me. It's already been a lot of hard work, and it's going to be a lot more. But I believe in this. I used to be one to go for the easy thing. We all tend to lean toward what's easy, because it feels like easy is better than hard. But what you learn over time is that things of worth are better, and things of worth don't come easy. Studio 202 is being built on this belief that it's worth doing the hard work in the name of work that is worthwhile. And hard feels a lot more like easy when you are pursuing a worthy cause that you love. That feeling is better than any amount of hard work. I want to establish Studio 202 as one of the best media producers in Western Nebraska, and I will be working hard to deliver regular, engaging content right here. If you want to support this, there are 3 things you can do right now that would mean the world to me and support Studio 202 in a big way. Number 1, share this video on your social media. Number 2, subscribe to this channel, which is where the future vlogs are going to be posted. And number 3, follow the link in the video description to my Patreon and consider becoming my patron at one of the monthly supporter tiers. The lower tiers are less than the price of a few lattes a week, and it gets you access to my exclusive feed for patrons, where you'll get news, updates, and other cool stuff before anyone else. The first episode of the Studio 202 vlog is live on the channel, so you can go watch it right now, and new episodes will follow very soon. I hope you are as excited to go on this journey with me as I am. Thank you so much for watching.
Welcome to Studio 202. Let's create stuff.